Good morning. Wednesday, January 15th, 2025. Let's go ahead and jump right in. So, CPI came out this morning. And yes, I look at CNBC for just major economic headlines. Strong bank earnings. The Dow has been having a great week, so not surprised. Inflation slows to 3.2, less than expected. That's all I wanted to see. All right. So inflation numbers, CPI came out cooler than expected, and markets really, really like that. This is a 30-minute chart of the NASDAQ. The first thing that I notice here is this big old trend line, right? It's not perfect, right? But this is an area up here. So it would not surprise me if with the NASDAQ up 1.3% today already, we get a little pullback, and then we try to push back up into this, these areas, the 400 level-ish, or kind of right in this area here, right? We see, let's see if I can get this to work today. You see this, right? Let's see. Nope. Still can't get it to work. I'm trying to duplicate this. You know what? So let's just do this. Okay. So, my goodness. Embarrassing. So embarrassing. So embarrassing. Never mind. Not afraid to be embarrassed. Whatever. All right. So, this area here, basically, it's the 500 area there because of how the market reacts in this area, right? We push up, reject, push up, reject, push up, and then we go higher to the trend line above here. So, 500, obvious, that's a major level. And then the other level here is what? 370s-ish, which we almost got to this morning. So 370 to 400 is another area of interest to me this morning. Let's go ahead and get rid of all that. Zoom back out. Big picture. This is back in November. We're going up, and now we are trending downwards. Now, does one inflation report in January impact markets such that they just rip from here? I don't know. Maybe. But I can't not see this. So that's what I'm looking at. But hey, market's doing great so far. So that's a 30-minute chart. Let's go ahead and zoom into the 5-minute. This is just the NASDAQ, right? And we can look at the other markets too. But obviously, zing, okay, markets like the inflation report. So let's see what happens here. This is a 5-minute chart. I'm trying to be patient. Let's look at ES. ES, similar story. Zipped up. We got the downtrend. So ES is up 1.5% ish. And then we can look at the Dow, similar story, right? Like the inflation. So markets are still have that confluence after yesterday and the previous day, still have that confluence across the marketplace. Let's look at the small caps. Okay, same type of reaction to the inflation report. We can look at, these are all things I look at in the morning, especially and throughout the trading day. So 5-minute charts of NASDAQ, ES, and YM, the Dow. We have momentum is slowing. The dark blue means momentum is slowing. The light blue means strong momentum to the upside. Blue line is the 8-period moving average. Green line is the 21. What just happened? Well, price shoots up after the CPI report, flat lines, price comes back in to the 21 moving average, and now we're pushing back up. Similar type action for the other indices. Here's gold. Gold is up 22 points, but on the decline. Crude is up 1%. Wow. Nice, strong uptrend for crude. And then this is the Japanese yen. Okay. Looks similar to the indices. The VIX is down to 16. Very nice. So really big gap down from that 21 area that we had earlier this week, and just been declining, and then big gap down for the VIX. That's good to see. The ticks finally got up to 1,600. That's huge. That's a huge reading for the New York ticks, New York Stock Exchange ticks. This is a gauge. The tick chart here gauges the amount of buying at any given moment. So over the course of 1 minute, how much buying is happening in real time. 1,600 is a huge reading. Anything above 1,000 is great. 1,600 is massive. So lots of money flowing into equities this morning. Advanced decline 2314. I have not seen a reading like this in might be weeks. Don't quote me on that, but 2,300 is massive, massive, massive. Lots of buying, which means that positive reading up at these levels means that clearly more stocks are advancing than declining today. And let's go ahead and take a look at our heat map. S&P 500 heat map. I love this thing. This isn't an exact science, right? But you look at this and you can't help but say to yourself, I want to make sure that I'm recording all this. All right, this should be on the recording, hopefully. But you can't help but look at this and say, market's doing wonderful. Buyers, look at this green. These are just major stocks that I added to a watch list here across different sectors. Green across the board, except for the dollar. The dollar is decreasing, which is great for equities. Look at this, green, 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 green. That's the daily 4-hour, green, 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 and on the hourly even. The past hour, 1.17% jump in NVIDIA and 1.7% Apple. Wow. Meta is turning around. This is some really great buying this morning across the marketplace. So we'll keep an eye on things here. Overall, really, really great day thus far. And hey, it's 8:45 a.m., right? Market's just open. But we'll watch this and see what happens. I'll keep recording this for a little bit here. But as of right now, it's hard to not just go long here. NQ's up 380 points. This is the exact area where we could get a pop, right? Remember, the 21 was down here in this area. Now, if we put on a trade here, I'd have to put my stop, basically kind of in this area here, which is 234. We're at 297. So it's a big risk, to be honest. The question is, are we willing to risk and say, oh man, do we get the pop? Do we get the pop? Let's see if we can retrace a little bit here. And if we do, then we can jump into a long. I don't think we get much lower today. But there's a retracement. Everyone bought the pullback. Next stop is 370, basically. This is an XFA that I just started last night. We're above 300. I'm going, buddy. I like how we came in and tapped the 21, and let's see if we can advance from here. Market's making new highs. This type of opening where plenty of times I've seen markets retrace and retraces, and maybe we get taken out here. That's fine. We could always get back in. But I want to see if we can just have steady price movement to the upside from here. I mean, why not? Why not? We just made another new high. People are like, "Oh God, what's happening? Are we going to retrace? We're retracing. Oh no!" And it could happen. What I want to do is I just want to stick with this and see. It's 8:48. See where this candle closes, and let's just see if we can get a steady march up all the way until we stop marching, basically. Okay. I'm looking at the times of economic data. So at 10 a.m., we've got some Fed speakers, which could affect the price of things. We'll see. NASDAQ up 2% now. We're approaching 850. I would really like to see this just continue pushing, and we can trail it. All right, let's see what happens here. If this comes all the way back and takes us out, that would hurt, but I don't expect that to happen. At the same time, it wouldn't completely surprise me. But you saw the P&L here. It was above $500, so it would really suck if this took us out. Let's see what happens. I want to see another push. Like I said, I just want to trail this up. Looks like there's a little bit. I'm looking at my setup here on toss. Okay, so red turn dot. That's not what we want to see on a 1 minute chart. We don't want to see a red turn dot here. 245 is the Bollinger Band, and VWAP on a 5 minute is 226 half. We'll see. I mean, that'd be a nasty move. Man. You hear me? You hear me talking to myself here. This is the life. This is the life. These are the feelings. Let's see. Let's see if we can just get another push, then we can trail it up. Why not? The market wants to move up, right? Let it move up. Okay, so that's NQ. I'm going to end the stream here. Let's go ahead and look at all the indices again with my toss setup. Okay, stock's leveling out a little bit. We want to stay above the 8 here. That's 21,292.5. Everything's still advancing nicely. Look at crude. Wow. Crude's up 1.3%. Okay, we'll see what happens from here, but market's moving up like the CPI report, and we're trading it. So we'll see what happens, but I'm going to end the stream here. Thanks for watching.